let us get ready to bring on our next guest and host of the show with us for a few minutes. And thank you. We have Miss Sandy Blooms, the host of the Sandy Blooms Show. And this young lady right here, I mean, this lady right here makes things happen all around the state of Georgia and nationally, not just the state of Georgia. I don't know if you can hear me right now, but thank you for joining us. Are you able to hear us, Sandy?
Absolutely.
Okay.
On the show, what I want to say is, you guys see me driving. I'm gonna kind of show you. I don't know if you can see. You guys see me driving here. That is because I am leaving the polls. We're leaving the polls right now. We just got done voting, and we're showing all the support that we can to the Republican Party. Here's the thing: we have a lot of good candidates. You know, like you said, nationwide, statewide. We have Bundy Cobb, Elizabeth Bennett, Kimberly New, Susan Camp, Mark Alcaraz, Mark Gonzalez, and we have so many great people that are standing up. You understand? They're standing up at a time where this is a cancel culture. This is a time where everybody is being canceled for standing up for what is right. You say what is right, you say God's name, and automatically you're being shadow banned. You understand? So obviously this is something that is bigger than us. And I respect each and every last candidate who stood up and said, listen, I don't care who doesn't support me. I don't care who's going to get angry that I'm standing up for rights. But I am going to continue to do this because this means the future of your children, my children, and my grandchildren. So, Like I said, these candidates, if you don't know them, you're Democrat, we love you the same. We realize we're all God's children, but we strongly urge you people who are thinking about voting Democrats to please do your research. Please do your research. You know, there's a lot going on, a lot being said, but at the end of the day, it boils down to law and policy. You know, we can attack each other's character, but when it comes to law and policy, you know, when these people are going to U.S. Congress and they're in these big meetings, they're not talking about what they did last night. What they're talking about is your future and my future. So please look at the policies.
Yes. Thank you so much for bringing it up because it is so vital right now that we really look at the policies and not look at color because so many people have been blinded by looking at color when it comes down to these elections and stuff and really just voting with people because they might look like them. But it's the policies that really matter. That's why, you know, under President Donald Trump, people didn't like the way he talked. They didn't like his mean tweets. But you know what? The policies that he pushed were policies that made America stronger, policies that made America greater, policies that gave America liberty. And so this is where we're at now. And that's why I'm bringing people like Sandy Blooms on here that is so pivotal and effective in delivering the message that needs to be delivered for so many different candidates and stuff. And what are
hold on one second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Put me on hold. Hold on, I don't know if you can hear me real quick. Hold on, let me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, awesome. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I was listening to you, and you're right about that. It is about the policies. We got to stop fighting about the little stuff and look at the policies, you know. These, Mark Alcaraz, Mark Gonzalez, Mark Alcaraz, all of these candidates that I just named to you, they are fighting for your children's freedom. Not only are they fighting to lower property taxes, Bundy Cobb especially has been an advocate for lowering the millage rate so that way we can attack the property taxes. Elizabeth Bennett also. They've been at the courthouse. They've been at all these meetings that, we should be going to. Property owners, whether you're renting, we're all affected by this, whether you're a homeowner or property or renting. Even if you're renting apartments, those developments, they're being taxed and the rent is going up. So these candidates are not just advocating for our structures and our roads. They're not just advocating for us to lower taxes, but they're also advocating for our children. They're advocating for what's being taught to our children. One thing that's taught to our children are, some of the LGBTQ theory. You know what I'm saying? It's being pumped into the ears of 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, even. And these adults are taking the time to hone in on that ear and to give their, personal preference for what should be done. And by that happening, our children are being swindled away from us and being won over to the music, to the hip-hop industry, and being murdered and slayed at the hands of these persons. And our candidates are saying, you know what, enough is enough. If you don't value yourself, if you don't value the life of your children, I care for them. And so we really stand with them and respect that. We're not saying you don't have a right to practice whatever you want to or be whoever you want to. We're saying that young, impressionable children don't need to be taught certain things. They're already having it hard. This younger generation, they have the number one likelihood for going out and committing a homicide. What does that mean? That means that these young children are angry. They are very angry, and that they're willing to terminate someone else's life. We're going to take children who are angry because they don't understand what's going on with society right now amidst inflation, and we're going to teach them more things to confuse them. Does it make sense? So that's why I just got done voting and leaving the courthouse for Republican Party, who are going to stand across the ballot and make sure that not just your children, but also my children are number one priority.
Yes, thank you so much. And you may not, I don't know if you're able to notice, but we got another special guest and host that will be hosting the show after you jump off in a few moments. And we have Mr. Daniel Wiley on with us, chairman that you know very well, chairman of the Douglas County Republicans Party. I don't know if you guys can hear each other. Well,
He's a good man.
We can't hear him because I got him muted. But now here you go. Hey.
Well, hey. It's good to be here today. Good to see everybody. Just 4 days before one of the most important elections of our lifetime.
Instead of him talking right now, if you had any other thing that you wanted to share, Sandy, and then you're welcome to come back later on at a more convenient time. But Daniel's gonna host with us for a while. But Sandy, is there any way people can follow your show, and how they can support your show? Where can they find you at?
Absolutely. I'm on CTVA .tv, and that is under the New Republican Party. We're also on channel 16.6 in Atlanta. We're on in Athens, Augusta, South Carolina, Aiken, South Carolina, Savannah, and all in Florida, and also on Hagen Network Station. So from Conservative Television, you can YouTube me at Sandy Bloom, Sandy White, OOMS, the only one with the S at the end on YouTube. And just follow. And a few ways that you can, advocate for these candidates, in my opinion, is you could definitely share the research, share the support. If you voted, take a picture of yourself with your vote. Let's get voting back. Let's normalize voting. Let's normalize us being active in our communities and all wanting to see us do better as a society and as a culture. We're the American culture. Yes, there's different races and ethnicities, but if we are invaded, they're going to look at us as American people, not for our cultures. They're not going to say, "Oh, you're black," or "Oh, you're white. You're exempt from what's coming to you." No, we go down in this together. So we just need to band together, stick together, realize that we need to vote and support each other and flush the polls, as Marjorie Taylor Greene likes to say.
Oh, one of the ultra MAGA candidates that I like. Well, if you didn't know,
right,
and you're watching our show, we are ultra MAGA over here. Thank you so much, Sandy. You have a safe trip, And we'll look forward to talking to you later on, and appreciate everything that you're doing out in the state of Georgia and nationally. All right, you have a blessed one, and you guys go and check her show out. Look at her; she's hard at work. I guarantee you, she's at work going to do some more work for some more people.
All right, Daniel. All right, Will. It was good to see you. I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you at those meetings. Let's get out and sign wave a little later. Talk to you soon.